Hello everyone, video about this Samsung, because it looks like it has many issues, not just one. So the model number is a UN60H6350, and another technician looked at it and he said replaced the main board twice plus power supply, but still no work, and he think is a bad LED. So let's look at it first, plug it, and we see what we can do to this one. Just we're gonna plug it to the power. There is no standby light here. It should be here, but there is nothing. So let's start measuring. To measure the input, we're gonna measure the voltage between these. Let me see if I can do it. So in this big capacitor, we have 160 volt. So there is the power going all the way to from the input to the big capacitors. So we don't need to check the fuse because we have the power here. So we're going to see here we have a 13 volt. So here, so it's supposed to be 13 volt. You can see it over there, pin 1, 3, and 5. Should be 13 volt. There is 12 point something, but this voltage is not stable. Look how it's going crazy, going up and down. Yeah, it means there is something is shorted. When you see the voltage is going like that, it means there is something shorted. So let's unplug this one and measure here again. So now we have 13 volt. So something in the main board that's causing the voltage to go down. Another thing in the Samsung, if you unplug the main board from the power supply, the backlight automatically is going to turn on. Like when you unplug the main board, the power supply is going to be in on position, like to send all the other voltage as the backlight. But here we don't have no backlight. Yeah, I'm looking at it here, no backlight. Yeah, there is no backlight in the TV. Yeah, you can see it from here. So there is an issue of the backlight, plus there is another issue in the main board. So I did unplug this one, and I test the power supply. I test the main board with the power supply. Still the voltage go down, because I want to be sure is nothing shorted in the cheek-on or on the screen that's causing the power supply to go down on the voltage. So this is the first test we're going to do. The second test, we're going to test the resistance to the ground. So keep this one on the ground. Go here and to see which one is very low ohm. We're gonna go on the coils, because the power is go from here to the coils, to the ICs, coils, then it's go to the other parts. The coils never gonna be, most of the time 99% is not gonna be short. So if we find any coil is short, we need to look over there. So here, so this is the ground. Okay, this one is good. This one is good, no short. There's a little coils. Good. Good. These 4 coils here, you don't need to test them. This is a speaker coils. You can see them by the speaker connector. So this is not the switching power supplies. All right, look here. You see this coil? Look at the resistance. Let's measure the resistance. See how many ohm we have here. We don't have even 1 ohm. This is completely short to the ground, this coil here. So could be one of these capacitors, but we don't need to look at the capacitors. Look here. You see this IC? It's burned. So that's explain it. Yep. Alright, after we remove the IC, we're still going to check the coil if there is a short. Could be there is a short in the one of this capacitor. That's what's causing the IC to burn. Alright, I did take a picture of that IC. So you can see that's the IC. That's the number of it is a Z3015P. I think it's 11 or I1. And I found one IC here. This one here is a similar. Let me show you. This one here, Z3015P, but I did find another one that has the I or 11, similar to this one, because this one it has I1 or 11 something. This one here. Let's see if we can see it by the light. Yeah. Let me zoom on it. Again, take it from this board. Yep, so that's the IC. So I'm going to remove the IC from here to put it in this board. Then we're going to see if we're going to have the standby light and the TV is going to turn on. Another thing, the good thing here, and we have another similar TV that turns on. And I'm going to plug it. You can see the standby light is on, and we have the good backlight in this TV. So we can take the backlight. I can take the main board from here, but I want to show you how to fix that main board in case if you don't have a replacement. But if we find another issue with this main board here, that time we're going to use the replacement just to save me time, because there is a lot of TVs waiting to fix here. So let's start fixing.
So let's remove the chip that we need. One is here.
It's the good chip.
So the bad one. Oh, it's here.
So the chip position is over here. There is a pad over there. It's soldered. You can see over there. Yep, that pad is completely gone. But we can make a chamfer. Or what are we going to do? We can just move the chip just a little bit. So let's see. Some flux, just don't. Alright, I did just a solder jump over there, and this looks good. So I measured the resistance to the ground. When I put the IC, we still have the surge, and I took the IC we have a low ohm here. This is a surge. So we don't have just the IC, we have something else is surged here. Yeah, we're gonna need to take all this capacitor here plus the diode to see if the surge is gonna stay or is gonna go. So here, let's measure the surge. I did remove the diode and the capacitors here. Oh, we have some kilo ohms now. That's good. So let's see which one is causing the problem. Start with the diode. Yep, the diode is shorted. So let's change the diode. We're going to get this one here. Yep, looks good. Test it again. From here to the coil. We have 20 kilo ohm. So that's good. The surge is gone. So this is what was bad in this motherboard, this diode, and this switching IC. So let's put it in the TV, and we see if the TV is gonna show us the standby light. So here is the board installed. Let's plug it to the power. You can see it. We have the standby light. So we have the red light here. So let's push the power button. You can see the light is flashing. We have the optical light is on, the check-on light is on. So now the TV is on, but remember we still have the backlight issue. I'm going to take the backlight from that TV that we are going to use for part, then we go from there. Yeah, when I was about to take the TV apart, you can see I start choking that one apart too to swap the screen. Yeah, I wiggle this connector and I see the light is flashing, the backlight. Then I turn it on, the one that I show you, and the backlight it goes on. So it was a bad connection, the backlight, but yeah, it was a problem because we have no backlight at the first. And we did fix the main board issue. You can see the picture now, it's good. Alright, this is all for this video. Thank you for watching and see you next one. Yeah, the picture work, the sounds work, and is ready to go.